Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So sorry I'm late. I was having some computer problems
Oh,
and I'm
no worries at all.
restarting everything. Are you guys all there or is it just you today?
So, here's the deal. So I'm the manager of the band, so I can and I'm in the band, so I can try
Hmm.
and answer as many questions as possible. We're all getting our hair and makeup done for a photo shoot right now. So Thompson,
Got it.
Hudson, and Maya are in the other room. So if there's any questions, I can go run over to them and have them answer it if that's okay.
Yeah,
If
that works.
um and I can try to answer every question the best of my ability. If not, but they're available as well. They're just getting their hair done right now.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Do you guys interchange roles or is it typically one person with one instrument? Like between shows or how does that work if you guys can
So
all play the different ones?
yeah, so like our main thing is we love switching around instruments on every song during the set. So we're moving around the stage
Hmm.
usually at all times. And even, the songs that we've released, we're all playing different instruments on almost every song that's released on our record, the car EP, and also our singles. So like that's a very much a thing we do, and we never try to stay on the same instrument.
Um, Okay, so tell me about your most recent show. How was that? I did see a little thing on your Instagram that you guys were doing something for Teen Tix. Was that the most recent one? What have you guys been up to?
So on Thursday, we played a headline show at Chop Suey. It was only our second headline show. Our first headline show was December 9th at Barboza, which sold out, which was insane. So we decided to do a follow-up headline show in the new year for everyone who couldn't make it and just to like play some more songs before we kind of take a hiatus of recording music for a little bit.
Mm.
So we played that on Thursday and it was packed. We ended up selling more tickets at Chop Suey than the Barboza show, which was insane and it was so much fun. And then after that, we played last night for a Team Tix event because we were all like members of Team Tix and like get the discounted tickets through the organization and have just always loved that organization. So
Hmm.
we played their annual award show for the youth board last night and it was super fun and it was so fun to see, teens working in the arts and for an organization. So we got to be a part of that last night as well.
That's very cool. All right. Yeah, so like, are you guys independent? How does that work with making the music? And is that
Yeah.
kind of a challenge for putting music out there?
Yeah, so we've been working together and like writing music together since we were in middle school. So for a really long time, Thompson and Hudson are seniors now in high
Mhm.
school. Me and Thompson are in college, or me and Maya are in college. And so we had just kind of a build up after COVID of all these songs that we were just dying to release. And we ended up being in the studio today, which is just like a room in my apartment. And my boyfriend Destin is our producer. He helps us record everything. So we're in the studio just like talking about how we want to go about releasing our first project and what that would even look like. And we realized that all these songs we wanted to put out had a theme of being in the car and or like just the setting was all happened to be in a car.
Mhm.
So we picked those 5 songs and we put them on a project together. We recorded them at my house in LA because I live in LA now. I moved there like about a year ago. Everybody else is in West Seattle still. And so we spent like a couple weeks in LA and recorded all those songs and got them on a project that we released in July, which was super exciting.
Yeah,
And we got to play them all at Capitol Hill Block Party the day of the release, which was amazing. And
that sounds.
yeah, that's our debut EP.
And then you also said that you guys are all still in school. How is balancing, making music and playing these shows while also like my or Thompson and Hudson are still in high school? How is, getting them to these shows that are probably like later at night and
Yeah.
recording all this music and balancing all that schoolwork? How does that work with you guys?
Oh, it's insane. Like literally as we speak, we are having a photo shoot this evening and everyone has homework due tonight because it's like Sunday night, so we're all like slammed trying to get that done. And like even on Thursday, we had a show on a Thursday night. Next morning, everyone had to wake up and go to school. So
Mm.
it's just like it's definitely tricky, and we're waiting for the day Thompson and Hudson graduate later this year. Um, but it's nice that we're all in school, so we all kind of get it and can relate to the homework feeling and having to leave school early all the time for sound checks and stuff like that. So we make it work, but it's definitely not ideal.
What do you guys have a specific goal of like where do you want to be in the next like year or so, or where do you see, this band going in the future, after Thompson and Hudson are able to graduate, where do you guys want to start
Yeah.
shooting?
So we're kind of on a Seattle hiatus right now from playing shows just because we've played so many shows in the last year in Seattle. So we're trying to, expand south, like Oregon and LA. We hopefully have some shows in Portland coming up later this year, as well as Los Angeles. We're playing a show in LA next month at Melrose Trading Post. But ultimately for this year, we've been talking about our ultimate goal is like releasing some more singles and hopefully getting an opening spot on tour with somebody is like what we're dreaming of right now.
Hmm.
Trying to, find the right opportunity for that and the right artist that would be a good fit for us to collaborate with on a tour.
How would you guys describe your band aesthetic? Because especially on your website and with the wardrobes, there's a lot of like early 2000s bright colors, like hyper,
Yeah,
a lot of maximalism things. How would you guys describe, that aesthetic?
I feel like we all have such individual styles that go together also well as like just like pop Y2K. We take a lot of inspo for like Y2K, like pink is like our color for sure. Like we wore pink our last two shows, just because we all have so much of it and like can complement each other in that color so well. But like just like teen girl vibes, both present day and Y2K, is what we try to go for, and just like being relatable to teenage girls um, who listen to our music. I feel like.
I mean, you definitely got like a key demographic going on there, especially
Oh,
with
yeah,
the car EP. Listening to some of that, a lot of it is about, um, boys and kind of that kind of struggle.
absolutely.
Who writes all the music? I understand that you guys kind of work together, but these situations, are they firsthand or are they hypothetical? Like, how are we coming up with this music?
It's usually firsthand, but like so like a song like Crash My Car, like Hudson straight up crashed her car, wrote that song, brought that song to the band. We added bass lines, melodies, harmonies, like all that stuff, and took it from what was just a singer-songwriter song and revamped it as a band. But then you take a song like Sunset Boulevard, which was the first song we ever all wrote together, front to back. We were in the studio and we're kind of just thinking of a hypothetical scenario, and we all wrote it in a studio session together, and it's totally like not about any story at all.
I mean, it
um
seemed to do well. I think is that your guys' number one stream song? I think last time I
yeah,
checked, it had over a
yeah,
100,000 streams on
that's our
Spotify.
biggest song for sure, and it's our favorite. I can't speak for everybody, but it's definitely my favorite song of the band. That just knowing that we all collaborated on it so equally and front to back. So Sunset Boulevard is a super special song for that reason. But every other song is totally um, realistic and has happened to every single one of us.
Okay. It's good to know. Okay, so going kind of wrapping this up, for our last question, go ahead and tell us about an upcoming show, and where we can find you, like on social media, or how we can, follow you guys.
Yeah, totally. So Instagram is our main. We're on Instagram 24/7 at the band.them. You can catch us next month. We're on a little bit of Seattle hiatus, but you can catch us in LA next month at Melrose Trading Post. And stay tuned for some new exciting projects that are coming in the next few months. We're going to be locked in the studio working on more music. that has been in high demand because we've been playing a ton of songs that are unreleased at our shows to kind of like fill out the set, and we're finally ready to record those songs and get them out to everybody. So that is what's coming.
Perfect.